First, the war in Ukraine, where the Ukrainians went on offense Sunday. A Ukrainian drone attack destroyed more than 40 Russian planes deep in Russia's territory. It came after Russia pounded Ukraine with missiles and drones, all of this just hours before a new round of direct peace talks in Istanbul. As for the Ukrainian air assault on Russian planes, Ukrainian military officials said that the far-reaching attack took more than a year and a half to execute and was personally supervised by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. The drones hit more than 40 Russian planes, including long-range bombers to launch missiles at Ukraine, as well as planes that are used to coordinate targets and detect air defenses and guided missiles. Some of the bases targeted were more than 2,500 miles from Ukraine, deep into Russia.
Yeah, 2,500 miles, Jill. We're talking about the Arctic Circle. We're talking about Siberia. I mean, this was a very long-planned attack by the Ukrainians here. As you mentioned, 18 months. They had smuggled these drones far deep into Russia, stored them in wooden pallets, loaded them onto trucks. They drove them to different parts of Russia and then decided to deploy the attack this weekend. It's the largest ever aerial assault by the Ukrainians on Russia, trying to teach a lesson to Vladimir Putin that, they still have cards here, to sort of put it in Trump's terms. They still have cards to play here. They have power here, and they can do some real damage, specifically to several dozen planes in the Russian Air Force that have been key to bombing Ukrainian targets over the course of the past 3 years during the war. Now, you have the Russians here calling this a terrorist attack in 5 regions. They say they were able to repel it in certain places, but they really caught the Russians off guard here, given where the attack took place. And it is interesting, Jill, because literally ceasefire peace talks are scheduled today. And they're still set to take place here. So it'll be interesting to see the Russian reaction and what impact this attack, and of course we should mention that we're also Russian attacks on Ukraine this weekend, have on the talks here.